Hello, my lovelies. A blessed weekend to you all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for always stopping by. I really appreciate you all. And if today is your very first time coming across my channel, you are most welcome. My name is Happiness. Sit tight and enjoy today's recipe. So, in today's recipe, we will be preparing how to get a perfect Nigerian jollof rice. So please keep watching. So for that perfect popping Nigerian rice, I'm going to be needing just 2 fresh tomato and 5 pieces of red bell peppers. I'll also be needing some onions. When it comes to jollof rice, you need lots of onion, so I'm going to be using 1.5 bulb of onion. As you can see, it is large. I'm also going to be needing some tomato paste. So what I have here is 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. I also have some dried thyme. I also have some salt to taste. I have some ground Cameroon pepper to give it that hotness. I also have some nutmeg to infuse its flavor. I also have some curry powder, and I also have some chicken stock cubes and bay leaves, and I also have my broth. I made this broth this morning. This is actually chicken broth, but you can use any broth of your choice, goat meat or beef, whatever preference you choose. And of course, I have my vegetable oil. And of course, I have my rice. So for the quantity of these ingredients, I will be needing just 3 cups of rice to give me that perfect popping red Nigerian rice that I'm looking for. So I'm going to blend the red bell peppers and the tomato and half of the onion off camera, and then I'll be back. So in my preheated pot, I'm going to add just enough oil to fry my onion. Yes, so when you're adding your oil, you want to make sure it is enough to fry. In fact, it is better, it is more than enough. You can always scoop it out before you start cooking. So I'm just going to fry my onions until it is translucent or a little bit caramelized, and then I'm going to add my tomato paste. So I'm going to fry my tomato paste until about 90% of its tanginess is all gone before I can continue with other ones. So please keep watching. At this point, my tomato paste is perfectly fried, and that is why it is looking like breadcrumbs in the oil. So I'm going to be adding my pepper mix, which is the bell pepper, onion, and fresh tomato. So I'm going to fry this. Like, this process is really important. You want to make sure you get it right. This is what will give your jollof rice that perfect taste. So I'm going to allow this to fry until all the water dries off. At this point, this is perfectly fried, and you can see it for yourself. Like, this is well fried. It is perfectly fried. So all I'm going to do at this point is to scoop out the excess oil, because you don't want all of that in your rice. So yes, don't worry, the oil is not wasted. You can always use it to prepare another meal. I use this particular oil to prepare a pot of stew, so do not worry, it is not wasted. So I'm just going to scoop out all the excess and then add my bay leaves, my seasoning cubes, and basically all that I need to add, like the ground pepper, the nutmeg, the thyme, the curry powder. All that I need to add, I'm just going to add it at this point and then allow it to simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then before I can add my rice. So please keep watching. So for you to get that perfect color, that perfect taste. This is one of the most important steps that you should pay attention to. When preparing jollof rice, you are not supposed to be in a hurry. That is because it is one meal that you prepare with so much love, so much care. So if you get this process right, then your jollof rice is about 60% to 70% on the way to perfection. So just pay close attention so the next you prepare your pot of jollof rice, it comes out perfect. At this point, our tomato is perfectly fried. Can you see that beautiful red color? There is no way your jollof rice is not going to turn out red, like popping red. So all I'm going to do at this point is to scoop out a little, just to be sure it is not more than enough. I can always add it after mixing, so it is better you take out some to be sure it's not going to be more than enough. So at this point, I'm going to start with this. I already pre-washed my rice in hot water. So yeah, I boiled hot water, poured my rice and washed it. Like I let it sit for about 3 minutes and then washed it out. So I'm going to be adding this rice, mix it up and see if this tomato sauce is not enough, then I'm going to add the remaining one. But what I like doing is I don't like mixing all of it before I add my stock. So just to avoid too much stirring and too much mixing, I always add my stock, my chicken broth or whatever broth. So I am not like, I'm just using a stone to kill two birds. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to mix at this point, and as it looks, it's not poppy red enough, so I'm going to be adding the remaining sauce. Yes, so please pay close attention and keep watching. So at this point, I'm just going to add a little bit of Cameroon pepper because it's not hot enough for me. And I'm also going to be adding just a little bit of salt just to adjust the taste for everything to be perfect. And I'm going to be adding just a cup of water because my chicken broth is 2 cups already. And the rice has been pre-washed in hot water. So you don't want your rice to be all soggy. And all this while, I have been doing all of this on a medium low. What I mean by that, my stove is from 1 to 8, 1 being the lowest and 8 being the highest. So I've been doing all of this on number 3. So I'm going to be covering my rice with parchment paper. Usually I love using foil paper, aluminum foil, but for some reasons I don't have it, so I'm going to be using parchment paper, and that is why I am doubling it, because I don't want to add more water, neither do I want to open this pot. So I just want the steam to cook this right to that perfect texture that I want, not leaving it soggy but well cooked. So when this is done, we'll come back to it. So our rice is perfectly cooked. Like, this rice is perfectly cooked. Can you see that beautiful poppy red color? So all I'm going to do now is to mix and mix and mix, not like stirring rigorously, but just to mix it properly. And if you have watched to this point, thank you so much for watching. I really and do appreciate your time here with me. I do not take them for granted. Thank you so much. And if you haven't given this video a thumbs up at this point, this is a perfect time for you to do so. Please kindly give this video a thumbs up. Share me out if you can. I would really appreciate you. And if you are not yet a part of my family, please feel free to be a part of my family, because I'd love you to be one. All you need to do is to smash that subscribe button, and when you do so, please do not forget to turn on the bell icon. That is the only way you get notified whenever I drop another content. Thank you so much for all your time. I really appreciate you. And always remember, if you can imagine it, believe in it, then you can achieve it. Until I come your way again, stay safe and stay blessed, and always know that I love you. Bye bye.